Hey, what's up, fam? Remember back in August when I was trying to keep consistent with the Happy spinoff? Unfortunately for those at the time of right after those came out, I had the issue with my channel where I got false flag got taken out, and then I just didn't get back to it for some reason. But shortly after, I think like a month, it might have been, I think it was late September. The translations and releases for the Happy series got really consistent. Just a day or two after they come out. I've been keeping up. I buy the chapters off of the app that's released them, but obviously it's in Japanese. I can't read Japanese, and I have a very low level of translation skills, so it was a little bit rough. I could kind of get the gist of what's going on, but at the same time, not entirely. It's a nice little story. I like seeing Happy as the main character. Happy is he's very fun. I like his pure and innocent nature. Pure and innocent when he's not trolling people within the guild. But obviously, besides that, he's just a nice little kid. And it's a good area to see him as the main character in this one. Have his own little adventures. And I'm hoping this is canon because we're gonna get some as the reviews go, you get some nice little fleshing out bits and little feats and moments of heroism from Happy, and I like that about him. But we're gonna get to this chapter really quick. But anyone who's keeping up with this and just like, hey, I remember this chapter when it came out, and I'm caught up now. But let's see what he has to say about this one. All I can say is I hope this is canon and she becomes not a main character. I was gonna say a canon character within the guild, somehow joins the guild, and even if he's not an exceed, just hangs out with Laxus, please. That douchey little cheetah boy needs to hang out with Laxus. I'd really appreciate it. But anyway, getting back to the chapter, the rough thing I think I'd say most about while reading these is very pinpointed in one specific character, and that is Luna, this fox chick. She's like right in that middle where is like a half to half blend of animal person and human. I think it crosses right into that low tier furry area, and I'm not into that, but I like Happy as a character, and I actually like some of the spin-off characters. So it's a little bit rough sometimes when I'm reading it and I see this very sexualized character, and I know some people are into that, but not me. And meh, I don't like those bits. But the character itself isn't that bad. It gets a little bit excessive sometimes with her. But anyway, turns out she had tricked Happy when he went to go and get the treasure that she had convinced Happy was hers from the big mandrill dude. Who it actually turns out it was a figure of some pop idol or some model of some kind within the mandrill society, and it's like his most prized possession because he loves that celebrity, and he was really upset when Happy's like, "You better quit picking on my friend, or I'm just gonna destroy it." And he immediately gave up. But then it turns out that it's revealed that when Luna finds out that the item that she thought he had does, it's not the same item. She's like, "Oh, well, the fuck you. You don't got what I wanted, so I'm leaving. Screw you guys. I'm out." And then that's when Happy figures out that she lied to him, and I actually like this part for from the mandrill guy because once Happy's like, "Hey man, I'm sorry what happened. No, I didn't know." And obviously, turn of events, now there's a big chunk of this dude's house gone. But at the same time, I think he understands, that fox bitch, she a thought. She's good at tricking people. So he probably doesn't hold that up to him too much. And it's really funny because once it's kind of put out there, it's like, hey, you help somebody, get 10 points because Happy has to get so many of these points with this little amulet to try and get out of this world that he's in. I don't know if it's a pocket dimension or if he's dreaming or what, but he apparently needs to collect these points inside of this amulet. And what's funny is, but it's like after that, it's like, but you were deceived by somebody and caused problems, so minus 10. So it, he got 0 points. Anyway, I'm gonna do the Happy spinoff to catch up in the couple parts that'll be for each little adventure because it's really like 2 to 3 chapter little arcs, and then it moves on to some other, little skirmish, a little issue with another adorable little animal person, Peril, that Happy can come save him. And it's an enjoyable series. It's fun, and it adds a new area of the series that we didn't see. We got these little animal people societies, and it's unknown, like I said, if it's canon and where exactly they even are. 'Cause obviously, Happy got eaten by like a little big weird face floating monster and is now here. Whereas we don't know how exactly that's gonna happen. It's definitely after the Albereth arc. We find that out later. Kind of a spoiler, not really a spoiler. It could fit canon, but I don't know. Either way, I'm enjoying this. Like I said, the only thing that kind of makes it a little rough for me is seeing the furry chick. I don't know. I'm not too fond of. I like the cute animal people, and actually there's an elephant guy that you find out later who's actually kind of cool, but not a huge fan of the furries chicks. Anyway, comment below if you've been keeping up with this. I've been enjoying it by the chapters whenever they come out on the app, and as well as like City Hero and then all the other series that get released around this whole, the Mishima, the what does he call it now? Mishima world with all of his connected series. Well, done and controlled under him, not connected yet. But hopefully will be. Anyway, yeah, tell me in the comments what you think about this. Like the video if you enjoy this kind of content. Check out my other videos. Subscribe. I'd really appreciate it if you haven't and you enjoy this kind of content if you'd subscribe. And I appreciate everyone who's already subscribed. Otherwise, thank you very much for listening. Bye.